The RNC so far has made it pretty clear the sort of chaos that's going to be rewarded if Biden should win in November. Well, what does that mean? The latest manifestation of all of this is in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where Black Lives Matter anarchists aren't just targeting businesses, they're now targeting, and I kid you not, charities. Rioters burned down a lodge belonging to the Danish Brotherhood charitable group, but not before one of the Brotherhood's members was brutally beaten trying to defend it. Here to respond to that horrific attack is Robert Nelson, Kenosha resident and former Danish Brotherhood Lodge president. Robert, thank you for joining us. We had such a positive night here at the RNC night two, but people have to see what's going on there. We got to know, how is the brother who was beaten? Is he doing okay tonight?
He is doing much better. So I got word this morning that he was in surgery last night. His head was stitched up, and he is feistier than ever, from what some of his friends have been saying and some other Brotherhood members. He was actually back down there by the mattress shop early this morning after he was discharged from the hospital, and he's back in action.
Hey, Robert, I'm looking at live pictures just so everyone understands what we're seeing on screen. Live pictures of Kenosha tonight. Given what happened last night, I mean, I don't know, is there a curfew? Shouldn't there be a curfew? What on earth is happening in beautiful Wisconsin?
This has been the third straight night we've had a curfew beginning at 8 p.m. Not that it's been rigidly enforced. You see people constantly leaving their homes, driving around chaotically, a lot of pedestrians in the street. It's just been a chaotic scene for the last 3 nights since this officer-involved shooting.
Yeah, since a black man was again shot at the hands of a police officer, and again, the video looks horrific, and more information's coming in. But Tony Evers, your governor, we learned from Mark Meadows, a tweet about Mark Meadows, the chief of staff of the White House, he declined the White House's offer of federal assistance to come in and try to calm things down there. Your reaction to that, very quickly.
That's not really surprising to me. He's been slow to react to just about every emergency we've had this year. There's plenty of residents, especially in Kenosha at this time, that are they're very much disappointed in him. I know some pretty ardent Democrats that even mentioned that they would never support him again in any election.
I can't imagine.
Robert, not very supportive.
I just cannot believe that he would get elected to dog catcher after what's happened. Robert, we'll be watching this. Stay safe there, my friend. And after days of violence in Wisconsin, the Biden campaign finally issued a statement condemning the wanton destruction there. But why hasn't Biden himself come out on TV or filmed a statement right to camera from his basement, if he has to do it, against this? It's been happening all over the country. And not doing this, not having a clear statement, puts lives at risk. Congressman Steve Scalise joins me now. Also with me, Raymond Arroyo, Fox News contributor. All right, Congressman, you've seen firsthand what ignoring violent actions can lead to. Your reaction tonight, seeing these pictures?
Yeah, Laura, it continues to be disturbing when you see some of these mayors let their cities be overrun by mobs and people that want to just burn the city down. Again, that is not a peaceful protest, despite what some in the media want to say. I mean, there is a way to protest, and then there's people that just have no respect for others or for personal property. And the fact that some of these Democrat mayors continue to let their own cities be burned down, for goodness sake, I mean, this is something that President Trump doesn't tolerate. Joe Biden sits on the sidelines. They never addressed this at the Democrat convention last week because they're afraid to stand up to these mobs. And I think most people are fed up with that. It's got to end. And at least we've got a president who actually respects safety and security of people that want to just make sure that they can be safe in their own homes.
And Raymond, what else wasn't discussed today? I mean, where was Biden? What was he doing?
Where is he? Where is Biden? Look, he's like the Loch Ness Monster. You rarely see him. He's out there somewhere. There's spottings. Today, there was only one pool report. It said that Biden was out riding his bike. We've seen that earlier in the month. This time he had a helmet on. That was the big news of the day. There's nothing being said. The beautiful thing about what we saw tonight, maybe groundbreaking, was a familiarity and comfort with faith that ran from the John Voight film clear through to John Ponder, the man who reformed his life after prison, right through the end with Melania Trump. A comfort with faith, and linking that to tradition and heritage and protecting your city and the statues and the things that you reflect what we love about America. That was at the heart of tonight's message.
One of the things that I know is going to get lost in the shuffle is when Melania said, this building means a lot. The history of this place for the next whoever it is, the next presidents that come and families that live here, and all the people, because it's their house. Now, Michelle said it's a people's house too, but the fact that she made that point now.
Well, she's getting wrapped for restoring the Rose Garden that she spoke in tonight. It's the first time it's been done over in 60 years, and she restored it to its original
with private
historical
donations.
layout.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think that was a tip of the hat to that. She did a lot of little subtle correcting of the record, which, given the media environment, given the hostile politics of the moment, it was the right tone. She did it elegantly, and I think she chose the right moment to slip it in.
Steve Scalise, much was said earlier in the show about how this is a new Republican Party. This is cemented in a more populist conservatism. Do you agree with that?
I do. I mean, look, what you're seeing is the those of us that have been speaking, and the message in general has been just boldly embracing what conservatism is. In the Ronald Reagan era of being proud to be a conservative and fighting for the values and beliefs of this country. Look, Melania Trump fled communism and socialism. God help us if they try to bring that here. She left a country like so many others did to come to a place where freedom is cherished. And there are some people that want to take those freedoms away. That's what this election's about in November. We've got to talk about it. The fact that they literally want to kill a baby who's born alive outside the womb and call it abortion. It's murder, Laura. And that's what the Born Alive Act is about. And by the way, almost every single Democrat in Congress has voted to allow that baby to be murdered. I mean, that's where their party is. They're no longer the party that wants abortion to be rare but legal. They literally want taxpayer funding of abortion on demand, including when the baby's born alive. Their party is not anything like your grandfather or your father or Joe Biden's Democrat Party.
Yeah, previous Republican conventions kind of did a passing nod to the pro-life issue. Not this one.
No.
This is full-throated pro-life. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Sorry it's so